911. Please state your emergency. Are you all right, mister?
There's something out here.
Where at, sir?
It took my child.
Please be a little clearer.
It came out of the water and took my kid on land.
What did the man look like?
It wasn't a man.
What was it?
A shark.
And there you have the call made earlier from the Charodon Islands.
Violence and mayhem has struck the island shores of Charodon Bay. Within the last 24 hours, over 10 people have reported sightings of a large creature attacking and dragging people into the water. Many people have said that it looks like a shark.
Hello? Hey, Dr. Morani.
I can already tell by the tone of Mr. Morani's voice he isn't very happy with me. I don't blame him considering the fuss I have to put up the last 2 years about not switching the media program from film to digital. He doesn't understand because he isn't a filmmaker like myself. He also doesn't have a PhD in film. So basically, everything he's saying is bullshit. I see this conversation going 2 ways. He's either going to give me a friendly warning like the 10 other times before this, or he's going to fire me.
So you're saying I'm fired? Alright, I'll be back on Monday to pick up my things. Goodbye.
Steve Blackwell, my go-to production assistant. Very supportive guy. Never criticizes me, which is nice. It's a nice change from all the other posers and haters that try to pull you down. I worked with him on every one of my productions. He's never hesitated once. I feel like that's going to change today.
No.
Come on, Steve.
Sorry, Mike. This one's just not for me.
Listen, Steve, I was fired today.
You were fired?
Yes.
I didn't know they could just fire professors like that.
The point is, I don't have a job and I don't have any income. If we could make this film, it could make us both rich and I can keep my house and my cameras.
Let me get this straight. You want me to go with you halfway around the world to the Charodon Islands to get footage on some make-believe creature that has supposedly killed people?
They said it on the news.
Not everything in the news is truthful.
This is. Trust me. Think about it. If we can get enough footage of the creature and sell it to someone willing enough to pay for it...
We can make a lot of dough.
So are you in?
Do I have a choice?
Depends all on if you say yes or no.
Then I guess I'm saying yes.
Perfect. We'll make arrangements at the airport tomorrow.
So where are you heading?
The Charodon Islands. It's off the coast of Baja, Mexico.
I know that place very well. My brother-in-law lives there.
What? No way. Really? What a
Yeah.
coincidence.
He's been living there most of his life. Why are you guys heading there?
Well, to be quite honest, we're going there for...
Spiritual seclusion.
That's right, spiritual seclusion.
Here we are.
Oh, great. Just pull over here and park. Right here, park.
Okay.
And then we'll get the luggage. Thanks for driving us. We really appreciate it. You did a
You're
good job.
welcome.
Mike, let's go. Get this luggage. I'll get the luggage. I'll get the luggage. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a safe trip.
Thanks again.
Excuse me, hold on. I wrote down my brother-in-law's number in case you guys need something.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
Have a safe trip.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Day 1. It's 3:32 in the afternoon, and we got here. We finally made it to the Charodon Island. There was a little turbulence in the plane on the way here, but that's to be expected. Steve went off to talk to Tracy's brother-in-law and some of the villagers in the town. We walked through it on the way here. There was just something off about it. Something didn't feel right. It was almost like an empty feeling. It felt cold and deserted. It would be as if you were walking in the mall and no one was there. It's just you and the environment around you. I told Steve this, but he shrugged it off. It's probably just my mind playing tricks on me. I shouldn't worry too much about it. What did he say?
You see, he'll take us to the island.
What about the beach?
No. The farthest he'll take us is the cave that leads out to the beach. He's completely spooked by it.
That's fine.
I talked to some of the villagers. They said that they were crazy to go around there. That this creature's completely dangerous and that there's no actual footage caught on video or film.
What's the name of this creature?
You know what? They call it the Charodon Man.
Charodon Islands, Charodon Man. That's original.
They say it's a half man, half shark creature.
That's insane.
You want to hear something else that's insane? He gave me a machete and some fresh water to help us against this creature. Supposedly it's going to help.
Like a shark.
What do you mean?
If a shark's exposed to fresh water, its cells will expand and rupture.
It's interesting. The locals said that they once drove the creature back into the sea by dousing it with fresh water.
What time did the guy say he'd meet us?
But he said 4:30 sharp by the abandoned zoo.
Let's get going then. Drink up fast. We finally got to the boat on the dock and met Tracy's brother-in-law. He was tall, skinny, and had a bite mark on his arm. He didn't say much and had a very blank look. By the end of the trip, he told us that we were crazy for wanting to go see the so-called Forbidden Island. I told him what's forbidden about it. When I said this, he looked at our camera equipment, and he knew I was playing dumb. He knew that we were aware of the danger that was coming closer, mile by mile, coming closer to my eventual fame, eventual profit.
Something's in here. Quick, man, get the camera out of the bag. No.
It's 5:35 p.m., and Steve and I are scared out of our wits. We possibly just encountered the creature in Charodon Cove, but we are currently unsure. Right now we are just waiting for the creature to show itself in the daylight, something it may or may not do. The thing is, we are not scared of the creature itself. What we are scared of is the unpredictable environment and world we are currently facing. The uncontrollable world that may release something so horrifying we may not be able to react to it. The only thing that is controllable now is ourselves. How's it going?
Excellent. Everything's going according to plan. I have the film in the camera, and I have the tripod all set up.
Are the lights set up?
Got the lights all set up for the night shots.
Splendid. Now we just wait.
I'm gonna go put my feet in the water.
Okay.
Mike, hurry up! Help! No, hurry up! Help! Help! Stop filming and help!
Oh, I can't stop. Your arm's terrible. We gotta get out of here at once. Hey, why don't you sit here and I'm gonna make my...
Give me something out of the bag to tie it.
Here. Find something here. Grab something, quick. Come on, come on.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get out of here and look for a way out.
Right. Hurry up.
I should looked out for Steve earlier. There must be a way out of this cave. The creature we set out to find turned out to be Tracy's brother-in-law. This realization didn't set in until we found his boat in a cove and eventually stopped Steve's bleeding. All the villagers on the island said that Steve was a lost soul and couldn't be saved from his eventual fate. Deep down inside, I knew that Steve was mad at me for not helping him fend off the creature. But I have a feeling he'll understand it was for the greater good. He'll understand when we get home. I hope. This is log number 3. It's 10:05 in the morning, and we finally made it home. Steve and I were more than thrilled when we got off the plane at the airport. He seems a little more anxious than me, but that's to be expected. When an ancient creature bites your arm, and all the doctors on the island tell you you're a doomed man. The main thing is, we got the footage and it's currently getting developed at the lab in the valley. It won't be long until the world hears about the Charodon Man. By next week, it'll be a household name heard all around the world.
How was your trip, Steve?
Well, it's really hard to put into words.
Or maybe Mike can explain it.
I don't mean to brag, but I've captured on film a phenomenon. Something never seen before by the public.
Well, what kind of phenomenon is this?
Like Steve said, it's hard to put into words.
Oh, that sounds like a lovely time. Can I have a glass of water, please? Cup of tea as well, please.
Okay.
Oh, Steve, you look so tired.
It's probably just jet lag.
What the hell was that?
Oh, nuts! I just cut my hand on some broken glass.
Shit! Oh, you bloody jackass, look what you did. You ruined my water. Oh, Mike, you better get a bandage for that. Steve, what's wrong?
I gotta use the bathroom. I gotta use the bathroom.
Oh, hurry up.
Steve, are you okay? Okay. Where did Steve go?
Susie, I'm at the school. I'll be right there in a second. Who's there? I'll be there soon, Susie.
911, please state your emergency.
I'm calling to report a killing.
A killing, sir?
Yes, a killing. I walked into an alley and I saw this dead woman on the ground. She was all ripped to pieces. It looked like she was attacked by a mountain lion. It was the alley adjacent to...
Yes, sir, we have already gotten a report on the same body. Law enforcement is being sent to the scene.
Okay, great. Also, before you go, can you also send a sheriff to my house, please? I live on 1975 Quinton Road.
Yes, sir, there is a patrol unit just up your street. He'll be there momentarily.
Thank you. Who's there?
I've got a delivery from Mike Ski.
Thank you.
Hey there.
Oh, hello, officer. Please come in.
Thank you, sir.
Would you like to sit down, officer?
I prefer to stand, please. Just, what seems to be the problem?
Mike Ski.
Mike Ski, what seems to be the problem? Mike Ski, you called into the station earlier, wasn't it?
Well, I called earlier because I witnessed the aftermath of a horrible murder.
Yeah, the one in the alley. We're currently investigating. Would you have any info on what you saw, or if you saw anyone suspicious around?
Well, I did actually. When I was standing looking at the body, I saw this large man farther up in the alley.
Did you have a good look at him?
No, but I could see his face. It was gray, and he looked taller than a normal human being.
Could you maybe spot him out if you saw a few suspects?
No, I didn't know him personally.
I didn't ask if you knew him personally. I just asked if you could pick him out.
Well, the answer is no.
Finally, how would you describe this person in one word? How would you describe him?
Shark.
Are you trying to joke around with me, Mr. Ski?
No, I'm being serious. I mean, look at everything. The bites, the slashes on the face, the gray. I mean, it adds up.
I still don't understand how you're coming to this conclusion.
Have you heard of the Charodon Islands?
Well, yes, of course. They've been on the news a lot. They've been reports of lots of casualties in their villages.
By a man that had the body and face of a shark?
So you believe that stuff?
Okay. Well, I don't believe it. I know it. I got footage of it. I thought if I could get some documentation of it, I could sell it for a quick buck.
Okay, so let's say it is a creature from the Charodon Islands. How could it have gone over here? Swam across the ocean?
Listen, I'll show you the footage right now. It's just right here. I swear it'll blow you right off your feet.
All units, we got a 187 on Abbott Street calling in.
Actually, Mr. Ski, I'm going to have to go. I just got a report of a homicide on the street over.
All right, Sheriff. I'll show you to the door.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a pleasure speaking to you. And, Mr. Ski, listen. When you want to stop messing around and give me some conclusive evidence, call me at this number. Until then, please keep your shark myths to yourself. We wouldn't want to desensitize the situation now, would we? With some lie.
No, Sheriff.
Sheriff Riley.
Of course, Sheriff Riley. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
This just in. Reports of multiple murders in the Spar Heights neighborhood by an unidentified male subject. Witnesses have described a large male, middle-aged with black eyes. One of the many victims of this rampage has been Jimmy Keller, the son of Daniel Keller, the mayor of the city. Mayor Keller has declined to speak at the moment. Law enforcement has called for people to lock their doors and windows and not walk outside. I repeat, not walk outside. The suspect is highly dangerous and very strong. We've just got a body count. Official count is 10 dead, and 5 in critical condition. A recurring trait in every victim is noticeable bite marks and scratches on the throat. Law enforcement are pursuing the man, but it seems he is just too quick. No firearms, no knives. The suspect is brutally biting and mauling each victim he sees, mutilating their bodies. So bad, just leaving body parts on the ground. I've never seen anything like this. I wish the best of luck and safety to all citizens in the Heights County.
I don't even know what log this is anymore. There's been so many. I can't help but feel responsible for the recent deaths in the community. Even with that in mind, Steve will still be the one charged for the murder. The police haven't found him, and he hasn't been answering his phone. So I guess I'm safe to assume he's probably okay. I should have told the sheriff about Steve, but I just couldn't come to it. I need to get Sheriff Riley on my side if I want to destroy the creature that lies inside Steve. If Sheriff Riley doesn't help, I don't know who will. Sheriff Riley, I need to show you something. Coming.
Morning.
Sheriff Riley, please, please come in.
After you. Now, what can I do for you, Mr. Ski? Mr. Ski, what did you call about today?
All right, I almost got it.
Listen, Mr. Ski, I have a lot of work I have to attend to, so if you're just going to talk about the shark, man, I best be leaving.
Sheriff Riley, I've got it. Sheriff, please sit.
No, thank you. I'll stand.
Well, Sheriff Riley, now do you believe me?
Who was the person being attacked in the footage?
I didn't want to say it earlier.
So you did know him personally?
The man of that, He was my assistant. He was bit by the creature. I believe the bite caused him to change into the monster we set out to find.
Why didn't you tell me this when I came yesterday?
I didn't want to betray him.
You betrayed him when you filmed him getting attacked.
You think I don't know that?
Listen, if you release the footage, it could cause mass hysteria, something we don't need when 17 people have already been killed.
The public needs to know the truth.
I understand, Mr. Ski.
Please call me Mike.
I understand, Mike, but the public is quite sensitive right now.
Then we need to take care of it ourselves.
Mike, please don't drag me into this.
The other sheriffs won't believe me, with or without the footage. You're the only chance I got to stopping Steve.
I can't get involved in this.
What do you mean you can't get involved? You're already involved. You've seen the footage. You've seen the bodies. I have the research. I was up all night with it. Listen, I can't sleep knowing that Steve is out there killing innocent people because of me. If you just want to stand back and watch more people die, go ahead. But I'm not gonna. I'll go in alone if I have to. Maybe on top of that, I'll just share my footage to the local news station. Release it to the public. I mean, then I'd have a town on my side, wouldn't I? I mean, who needs a rookie sheriff when you have a whole town behind you?
Okay, all right, calm down. I'll help. We'll be stronger together, but if you release the footage and the whole town's sleeping, they won't be the same when they wake up.
Great to hear it. Now where do we start? So what happened when you went to Steve's apartment?
Well, I walked in through the entrance. I was being very careful and cautious of my surroundings. I didn't approach the door at first. I was just watching from the back entrance. I couldn't see anything, so I started to walk towards the door. And that's when it came in front of me. It was in the open blinds, and I saw it. I saw the Charodon Man in its total form.
What did it look like?
It was unreal. It was like a shark head on a man's body. It was shocking. I think he saw me, so I just darted away real fast. And well, now I'm here. What are you writing?
Just taking note of the story. Also, I have information about the creature.
Let's hear it.
It's hard to track down this monster. Its comings and goings are erratic. Around 600 BC, a wrongly convicted prisoner was thrown into the sea. He was to be eaten by the shark god Charodon. The next day, the condemned man rose from the depths, half human and half shark, and went on a murderous rampage throughout his village.
Have there been any recent sightings?
The most recent was, in 1749, a boy on a boat had fallen overboard and lost his footing to a great white shark. In another incident, sailors traveling to the Charodon Islands, expecting to meet welcoming natives, were confronted by a dozen Charodon men.
It's very interesting. My question is, how are we going to kill it but save Steve?
I don't think we will.
I mean, isn't there some way to save him?
Have you ever heard of Promethean Labs, that structure up on the hill?
Yeah, but they just had a pretty bad accident in the lab. They won't be able to help.
The only way to kill it is with the use of fresh water. Luckily, we have an abundance of that.
Alright, now, we just gotta get him here.
That'll be easy. I'll just invite him to the house. Better yet, I'll just call a driver and pick him up.
I'll stay here then.
Yes. You stay and be ready for anything. Be adaptable to the situation. Make sure to have some firepower as well. Maybe a shotgun, something with power.
I've got a double barrel in the back seat.
Good. Leave that in the office and we should be fine for now.
So now what do we do?
Hope for the best. Oh, hi Steve, may I come in?
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry to hear you're not feeling well.
Thanks. Just don't feel like myself.
Well, I hope you feel better.
I need to tell you something. There's something wrong with me. I can't explain it, but ever since the trip, I feel weird. I feel like I'm a different person.
Well, anyway, Steve, I was wondering if you wanted to come by my place and check out the footage that I shot. It came in earlier. Steve, do you need to go to the hospital?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm fine to go to see the footage at your house. Hey, where are you going?
I'm just gonna go to the John. Is that okay?
Yes, of course.
I'm ready. What was that?
It's just the TV. It's the TV, trust me.
Okay, I'll meet you outside.
So, did you find your spiritual seclusion?
For a while.
So, did you guys meet up with my brother-in-law?
We sure did.
I haven't heard from him for a long time. How was he when you met him?
He was chummy.
That's good. Oh my God, I think I have a bloody nose. Oh my God, I got a bloody nose.
Let me go and get you some napkins from inside. Hey, are you okay?
What's going on back there?
Steve, you okay? Steve, you okay?
Mike!
Shit, it's a shark!
Steve! It's Steve. It's changed.
What do you mean?
He mauled the Uber driver. The Uber driver's dead. You need to look at it.
Okay, I'm gonna go check it out. Stay in here. Keep the door locked. Take care. Thank you. I'll be fine.
Sheriff Riley? Sheriff Riley, where are you?
Riley! Sheriff Riley! There's a mutilated Sheriff Riley in my place, and there's a humanoid shark monster as well. It's been a month since the Charodon incident. When I fell unconscious after killing the creature, I woke up in a police van. They couldn't believe their own eyes. I told them about the bravery of the young sheriff sacrificing his life to save me. Me, a fired film professor, a person that forced his longtime friend to go into harm's way just to make a quick buck. The police raided Steve's apartment and found countless bodies, some mutilated, some still intact. The scene was gruesome from what I've heard. The footage of the Charodon Man was confiscated. 2 suited men from Promethean Labs demanded it from me, and I complied without any protest. I didn't have a problem giving up the past. I didn't mind letting go of my fame, my profit. But I know that it wasn't him. I know that it wasn't Steve, but it was the creature inside of him that committed these awful crimes. I know now he was the one that paid the ultimate price.
The land here is strong, strong beneath my feet. It feeds on the blood, it feeds on the heat. The rhythm is below me, the rhythm of the heat. The rhythm is around me, the rhythm has control. The rhythm is inside me. The rhythm has my soul. poison, I'm showered with the dust. The spirit enters into me and I submit to trust. Smash the radio, smash the watch, smash the camera. The rhythm is around me, the rhythm has control, the rhythm is inside me.